Hello, Internet. Freya The Audino here. I'm testing out some new recording software today. I'm hoping it will be much better quality. So please leave me feedback in the comments. First of all, let me know if the sound's okay and if I look okay and whatever. But today is a special vlog because we're talking about something that's pretty near and dear to my heart and also not. And before you're like, whoa, what can that possibly mean? Well, sit back and I'll carry you through this wonderful ride. So I got a package today from Target. You want to see what's in it? I bet you do. It's the topic of today's video. And in case you couldn't get my Twitter hint before, it's Super Fighting Robot Mega Man! I got my Mega Man amiibo today. And look, here he is in all his beautiful blue glory. I'm so happy I've managed to snag Mega Man. Props to Amiibo Inquirer, I believe, is the one who posted the link when he went up for sale briefly on Target.com last week. I'm very happy to have him. And here's the reason why. Mega Man's a weird character to me because unlike most of my friends who I'm sure can, say this with some, gusto behind it, I did not grow up playing Mega Man games. In fact, I have not played a single Mega Man game, now that I think about it. I've never played any of the Battle Network games that were on the Game Boy Advance. I never played Mega Man Legends or, any of the traditional Mega Mans on the NES. I never played Mega Man X. Instead, I have watched people play all these games, and now you're probably wondering, well, why is Mega Man so important to you and you've never played the games? Well, Mega Man's pretty important to me because he's a video game character that, of course, if you're a Mega Man fan, you know this, but Capcom, the company who created Mega Man, well, Capcom didn't create Mega Man, but they made Mega Man into what he is today. Capcom does not give Mega Man any love. And that became apparent to me back in, I believe, 2011, when they canceled their upcoming game Mega Man Legends 3 for the 3DS. This was going to be released. And my boyfriend was very upset, and Steve and I had just started dating, I believe, when this cancellation came out. And I was like, well, why are you so upset? Why is this a big deal to you? And he said, well, I'll tell you what, instead of just telling you why it's a big deal, why don't you watch me play Mega Man Legends 1 at the very least, so you can see what this game is about. And I said, okay. I mean, I knew who Mega Man was. I was more familiar with him in, the way he looks here. I was familiar with 2D Mega Man, and, I knew about Mega Man 9 and I think 10, because they had just released on the Wii not that long before, and I knew what traditionally Mega Man was supposed to look like, and I knew that they were platforming games, and they were pretty difficult. So I watched him play through Mega Man Legends, all of it, and after he finished the game, I was like, wow, that was so good. And he said, do you want to see 2? And I was like, yes, I want to see what 2 is. And he played through all of 2, and I watched him. And after he beat 2, he was like, do you want to watch me play through Misadventures of Tron Bonne? And I said, oh my gosh, is that, is that a game that stars Tron? And he's like, yes, she's the star of the game. I was like, hell yes. Let me see Tron Bonne in all of her glory. And so he played through Misadventures of Tron Bonne. And I was stunned at the quality of these games. I was stunned at the quality of the animation for being original PlayStation games. They were very well animated. I loved the humor. The humor was wonderful, wonderful writing. Totally likable characters, realistic characters, for most of them being robots. And just, they were fun games, and I really enjoyed watching him play them. And I don't know. I kind of fell in love with Mega Man after that, even though this is the only way I'd been exposed to him. I watched the Game Grumps play through parts of, Mega Man 7 back when Game Grumps was a brand new channel. And I found out later about my boyfriend's brother Keith, his love for Mega Man X, their combined love for Mega Man X. So I sat down one day and I watched them beat Mega Man X in like, I don't know, like a couple hours maybe, not even, because they knew the game and they knew where to go and they knew all the bosses. And it blew me away, and I got really mad that Mega Man Legends 3 was canceled and that Mega Man had been treated so poorly by Capcom. But I was very happy to hear when Keiji Inafune, one of the co-creators of Mega Man, did a Kickstarter back in 2013 for his new series, Mighty Number 9, which is pretty obviously a Mega Man look-alike, a very similar character to Mega Man, similar in looks and similar in plot, similar in quality. He just wanted to make a new Mega Man game, but he couldn't because Capcom owns the rights to Mega Man. And so, I don't know, it was just, this is why Mega Man is important to me, and this is why I went to great lengths to get this amiibo, because Mega Man just doesn't get enough love. And, for people to be like, oh, Nintendo is treating him with love because he's in Smash Brothers. Well, when you think about it, I bet you Nintendo, this copyright was probably verified back in like 2011, before Mega Man Legends got canceled. I would think, before, the game's release, and while they were working on it, they had to secure the copyrights for all the characters first before they could start working on them. So I bet you this copyright was secured probably back in 2010 or 2011, before Mega Man Legends got canceled, before we got that news. So I am happy to see him in Smash Bros. And putting this message out there, I would gladly buy Mega Man Legends 3. The reason that we heard for its cancellation was because Capcom apparently said there was no overseas market for Legends 3, that nobody outside of Japan would play it. Which is BS, because almost every Mega Man fan I've talked to said, oh yeah, I've played the original games and I've played Legends. And a lot of people, the Legends Mega Man is their favorite Mega Man. So it's kind of a sad topic we're talking about today, but we're talking about Mega Man, and Mega Man just needs more love. Now, talk about in the comments, what's your favorite Mega Man game? Either a game that you've watched somebody play, or why do you like Mega Man as a character? Why does he appeal to you? Maybe you've read the comics, maybe you're only familiar with him in comic form. Maybe you've only played the NES games, or maybe you've only played like the Battle Network games. I never hear anybody talk about those. So give Mega Man some love. If you can pick up this amiibo, they're saying it's probably going to be one of the rarer ones. I don't know that for sure. But hopefully he'll be a little bit more common, and the sales for him will pick up, and maybe, I don't know, maybe based on those sales, maybe Nintendo can do something with Mega Man in the future through Capcom. Who knows? But until next time, whenever I do a next vlog. Bye-bye!